Alright, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to give you 5 cage spots that you need to know in Rainbow Six Siege. I've done a similar video in the past where I showed you 5 other cage spots. If you want to watch that as well, the link is in the description. I would recommend watching both of these videos. Before I get into the cage spots, I want to also say if you plan on using Cade and using these spots, I would definitely recommend banning Thatcher. Because no matter where you put a Cade on a wall, if Thatcher throws a Thatcher down, it's pretty much going to get it no matter where you put it. So for the first spot, we're on Oregon Basement, and I'm going to show you how to Cade this elbow wall the best way. Generally, when you're playing basement on Oregon, you'll have like a rotate here and you'll play it like this. You'll play it to like hold elbow for a little bit, then fall off. But usually you'll reinforce this right wall, which is like default. But when you fall off of elbow, you're going to reinforce the wall when you leave. And you want the wall to be caded when you leave, right, and reinforce it off. So to place the cage, you need to come over to garage, break a hole in the door here like this. And then you see this little patch of grass here, you just throw it at the left patch of grass. Just kind of in the middle of it, somewhere like that, and it gets hidden by the grass, which is kind of nice. Now only one of them will be caded right now just because we haven't reinforced the left one yet, but I'm just doing it, like reinforcing it now, just to show you that it still gets caded even if it gets reinforced after you throw the cade down, if you didn't already know that. So no matter when you place the cade down, if you reinforce the wall before or after, it still gets caded. So if you're worried about like reinforcing the wall up after you're leaving and the wall not being caded, it will be caded. So yeah, that's the first spot. It's very, very nice. Very good for stopping the elbow push. If you waste a lot of time holding elbow and then fall off, by the time enemies get in here and they can't breach sight, they're going to have to fully adjust on their plans and what they want to do. Because it's very common for attackers to come in, take elbow control, breach the elbow wall, hold the freezer rotate so you can't like cross through freezer, you can't watch the default plant spot through freezer, and then get a plant down. So having that wall caded is very, very strong. Now for the second cade spot, we're over on Cafe, and you're going to cade this bakery wall. Now the best way to place this cade is to place it up in these vents up here, because you can't get vertically destroyed through the vents. And the best way to hide it is you can kind of put it like in between the vent and the like both the vents like this, and like that, as you can see, it gets hidden inside, which is really, really cool, and it can't be destroyed vertically. And it's very hard to see, like all you can see is the little legs there. So a Twitch run's not really going to be able to see that and shoot it. So it makes it really, really nice. And it obviously cades the wall. And if the attackers don't know it's there, they're going to struggle trying to find that with impact AMPs, which is very, very nice. So definitely get on using this. It's very, very strong, stopping a bakery push. And again, just like the other one, if you want to play with a bakery rotate, so you reinforce one of the walls and have a rotate here, you can still do that and then reinforce the wall and it'll be caded, which is very, very nice to do and try out. Alright, so for the third cade spot, we're going to be over on Nighthaven Labs on the server bomb site. And this cade spot's going to be for the connector wall. Now this connector wall is very, very important to keep closed, because if you let them open this, it gives them so many avenues to push you out of connector, and it makes it a really hard position to play in. If you can keep this closed, it becomes like a very, very easy fight for a defender to win, where they can only come through this hallway door. And you can have so many different positions to sit and hold it. Like you can sit back here and hold the door. You can sit like on site and hold the door. You can sit in connector, electrical and hold the door, sorry. Like this. You can even sit in connector like this, or like on boosted up here. And also, if you're sitting in one of these positions in connector, you can fall back safely if they're on the door, but if they're on the breach, you can't really fall back safely, and you're kind of fucked. So definitely worth doing this and cading this wall off. The way that I like to do it is I go below, so I'm going to show you now. So we're going to run down here to the hallway, and simply in this corner here, where there's like a kind of little crevice thing here, you just want to throw it up there like that. I'd like to put it straight on the roof like that, and it makes it a little bit more tucked into the corner. Now if an attacker's coming down the hallway, it is quite visible for them. However, it's very rare that I've seen it get destroyed when I've used this cade, so it's very nice to use, and I would definitely recommend using it. Now for the fourth cade spot, we're still on Nighthaven Labs, and this is going to be for the IT wall of the server bomb site again. Now this cade spot is probably one of my favourite cades to use right now in the entire game. Instead of just putting it on the wall like this, like a lot of people do, or people like to put one on the right side and one on the left side, we're not going to do all that. What we're going to do is we're going to actually go below, into the vending machine sort of room over here, and then we're going to open up this window and then throw it. As you can see, these sort of things on the wall here, you just want to throw it above them, kind of like this, like that, boom. And then when we run back upstairs, we'll be able to see that both the walls get electrified, which is very, very nice, and the cade's hidden all the way outside, which is going to be very awkward for an attacker to try and find. The only way these will get found is if the enemies bring IQ, but at that point they have to bring an IQ and impact AMPs to try and find them and destroy them. Maybe not this one because it's outside, so they can just like find it with an IQ and then go and shoot it. But at that point, you're forcing them to bring an IQ to find your gadget, where they could have brought someone else to help their attack, and this is going to kind of derail their attack a little bit, which is very nice to do. Alrighty, so for the last spot of the video, we're going to be over on Villa, and this is going to be a spot for the kitchen and dining bomb site. Now, well, you might know when you define kitchen and dining that a random Habana up there is going to go straight on this pantry window, open up into sight, and just hold the cut off like through the whole kitchen site for like the whole round. And you don't want to be dealing with all that. So what we're going to do is we're going to cade it off. And to do that, all you need to do is come up sort of behind this, place the cade kind of jammed in the wall here like this. You can place it low down as well so it's a bit more hidden. Boom, like that. Now that's very hard to spot cade, and like no one's really going to be looking there for a cade. There's no Twitch drone going to be coming, jumping up on these chairs trying to find it. There's no way that they're going to find it like Impact AMP because it's kind of like in the middle of the wall rather than at the top of the bottom like people normally do. And it gets the wall caded, so it's very, very nice and it's really useful. So definitely recommend playing cade and using cade if you're using this cade if you're playing kitchen and dining on Villa. But that's all for this video. If you enjoyed and want to see a full guide for all of the cade spots that I like to use on every single map, then drop a comment down below and I'll make a big massive long guide of every single map like in one video in every single cade spot that I like to use, and I'll do that in a massive video. So if you want to see that, drop a like and drop a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.